On the 18th of June, the Combating Hate Act received royal assent in Ottawa. In July, it becomes law. It effectively brings a motion under the purview of the government. Among its provisions is a sweeping definition. Hatred, the criminal code will now say, is an emotion of intense and extreme nature, clearly associated with vilification and detestation. Feeling is now a matter of criminal law, and the state has assigned itself the job of policing it. Supporters will say this gives police much-needed tools to deal with the roughly 169% rise in reported hate crimes between 2018 and 2024. But that rise did not happen randomly. It is the predictable consequence of taking groups that have warred for centuries over differences in culture, packing them into the same neighborhoods in large numbers, and expecting none of the historical grievances to follow. No matter how many times you say diversity is our strength, it will never be a substitute for shared culture. Shared culture is the thing that lets large numbers of people voluntarily interact without force or coercion. Liberty is not the default mode of society. It is only possible when behavior does not have to be mediated at the end of a gun or club, as it has been for most of human history, and that is only achieved through shared values. Westerners take our once great social order for granted. We assume everyone around the world wants the same things. They don't. And then we act shocked when major historical differences find their way into our communities. We believe cohesion is the default and conflict is manufactured. The opposite is true. Cohesion is built, conflict is the standard state. Import enough difference fast enough, while demanding that every group stay tolerant of the others, and the social order vanishes. What is left is strangers who share a passport and little else. So the law moves in to do what culture no longer can. This is why multiculturalism always trends towards authoritarianism. It creates a perfect arrangement in which the people who caused the problem expand their power and influence by promising to fix it. But the correction is never applied evenly. Neutrality requires a shared standard, and the shared standard is exactly what we've lost. So enforcement falls along group lines instead. As Orwell wrote, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. And who decides who is more equal? The people who hold institutional power.